What up, YouTube? Denny in Saigon. Thanks for watching my video. My name's Denny. I'm an American. I live in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Hello. That's why I'm on a motorbike. I'm an American. I live here, but I didn't give up my American citizenship. Sometimes people at home seem to be under the impression that I don't have a right to have an opinion about the USA because I don't live in the USA. But my passport says American. My kids, my grandkids, all my family live there, and I'm coming back at some point. I'm always going to be an American. I don't see how you take the American out of me, okay? I was born in Indiana in 1969. I grew up there in the Midwest. Everything I know and all my values come from... Watch out for that wire. They're doing something up there. They come from, you know, the Midwest of the United States. I don't like what's happening in the world, and I don't like what I see happening back home. I've been red-pilled, okay? I'm not asleep about things that are happening in the world. I get called stuff all the time when I try to engage in dialogue with people. Of course, the usual stuff. I'm not a lefty, so I get called a racist a lot. Just for normal things, you know. I want common sense immigration laws. You know, I'm not against immigration at all. I am against illegal immigration. I don't think there should be illegal anything. My big gripe is that the laws in the USA are now selectively applied. It's big time selective. They just pick and choose what laws they're going to enforce and what laws they're going to ignore, and who gets to break the law and who doesn't. And I made a comment on Facebook. You know, I think if they're not going to stop illegals from coming in, then we can all just stop going to court. Okay, we can all just start fishing without a license, for all I care. You don't have to go get a driver's license. Just do your own thing. Okay, you don't even have to obey the law anymore because it's just arbitrary. It doesn't make sense. Okay, of course I'm not an anarchist. Okay, the law is good. I understand why we have it. But if they're only going to, it's going to be two tiers of justice, and they're just going to let these people break the law, and they're going to let some people come across the border with somebody else's kids through the desert, and meanwhile, I fly home and the TSA gets to rub my balls. It just doesn't make sense. There's no sense in that. You know, all the bad things that are happening in the world, I see that it's a pattern and it's a trend. It doesn't seem to be getting better. It seems to be getting worse, and I think it's intentional. I don't want to see them, you know, enslave the world. I don't want to see them depopulate the planet. I think it's a bad idea, okay? I think the New World Order is a bad idea. I think the fact that it's all being done in secret and behind the scenes and stuff, I think that's a pretty good indicator that it's a bad idea. Maybe it's the best idea in the world. You know, maybe globalism is the best idea in the world, and open borders are all great ideas. But can't we discuss it openly? Can't we have a debate? We don't have a debate on anything anymore. It's all you know, they come up with all kinds of reasons to stifle debate and censor you out of your opinions now. It's that intersection here. Let me navigate this so I don't get killed. Four things that I don't want to see happen, and I try to tell people all the time, I don't want to see this happen. Number one, I don't want to see them censoring people. People should have a right to voice their opinions on wherever anyone else is voicing an opinion. Okay, and if their opinion is so offensive and so bad, then guess what? A lot of people are going to reject it. They just will. Okay, only the crazy people follow Nazis and stuff. Nobody else does. Nobody else follows any extremist on the right, or well, on the left. A lot of people are normalizing the left-wing extremism. That's normalized now, you know. It's going farther and farther to the left. I don't want to see them censoring people. I don't want to see them spreading fake news and propagandizing people. And they're doing that really bad. They're polarizing people. They're lying. Lies outnumber the truth 1,000,000 to 1, and the media is mostly lies now. They just constantly lie, and then a lot of people can't tell the difference. You know, some of us can, but a lot of people can't. Number 3, I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them depopulating the planet. You know, and I know the lefties will debate with me all the time and say, nobody wants to depopulate the planet, Denny. Nobody wants to do that. That's a conspiracy theory, Denny. Nobody's ever mentioned that. Nobody's ever talked about that. You know, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, guys. I don't give a crap about Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster. But depopulation, they've been talking about for over 100 years. And they're doing more than talking about it. They're trying to propagandize and radicalize little kids into hating the human race. You know, they teach our kids that humans are a cancer on the planet. Yeah, they have every intention of depopulating the planet. When they get enough control over you, that's what they'll do. It's pretty obvious. And then, of course, the last thing is, well, maybe not the last thing, but another one is, I don't want to be chipped. I don't want to force some people into being chipped. And that's the other thing you get yelled at about. You're a conspiracy theorist if you think anybody would want to chip you or force you to be chipped. Well, look, man. Obviously, they want to chip you. They scan your naked body at the airport. They make you get a driver's license. They listen in and they want to put Alexa in all your rooms. Yeah, they're gonna want to chip you. And in the future, they see a world where everyone is chipped. Everyone is chipped, you know. They want everyone to have a social score and everyone to be chipped. And if you don't do what they say, they're going to shut you off. I'm not a conspiracy theorist for realizing that. I don't think it's the first time in history that anyone's ever wanted to control somebody else. You know, or how about this one? Force you to worship a certain religion. Force you to practice a certain religion. If they get you chipped and they get you under that kind of control, then yeah, they're going to force you to worship another religion. It may be under the guise of sensitivity training, okay? But yeah, they'll force you to do it. It's pretty obvious. The Bible has claimed it for a long time, and you can see it coming. The people who want to do this, it's not like you can call whoever you want, but a lot of people call them deep state. They don't know of a better term. But we know who the people are. Basically, you can essentially break them down into some groups. You have the international bankers. You have some international bankers. You have some unelected bureaucrats from Europe. You have some corrupt politicians from many countries. You have some mad scientists from here and there and around the world. And you have some Masonic philanthropists, you know, like Soros and his buddies. He's not the only one. And all these guys share a philosophy. They share a worldview, and they've decided a long time ago, at least 100 years ago or more, that they want to push the world into a place where they can control everybody, where they can guide humanity. Okay, that is their plan, is to guide humanity, to guide humanity's evolution, basically. I don't really buy evolution the way they teach it, but it doesn't matter if they buy it or not, or if they're really just worshiping the devil. Hello. They might as well be, okay? A lot of people think that's also a conspiracy theory. Denny, nobody worships the devil. Denny, why? That's never happened in history. And certainly not the global elites, and certainly not the international bankers. Why? Denny, nobody at the UN worships the devil. and they certainly don't want to force you to worship the devil. You know, they might as well, okay? Because whether you believe in the devil or not, the devil is a character in the Bible, and the devil has character traits. Okay, so you can recognize him all the time by what he says and what he does. He says the same thing in the Bible every time. We know what he's going to say. Okay, if God says a family is good, the devil's going to say family is bad. Okay, if God says a nation is good, the devil's going to say nation is bad. If God says the planet is good, then the devil's going to say the planet is bad. If God says that, the climate is good, the devil's going to say the climate is bad. If God says, to worship him only, the devil's going to say no, worship lots of gods. He's always going to say the opposite. He's always going to say the opposite. If God says the New World Order is a bad idea, the devil's going to say it's a great idea, let's do it. Let's roll. And all these people, that's what they do. That's what they do. If God says man should be with woman and let man not break in asunder, the devil's going to say, no, it's a bad idea. Let's, Adam and Steve, what the devil will say. So it's not as if you can't recognize where it's coming from, okay? Where the New World Order really comes from. And once they, in my mind, I envision this, that maybe what they're going to do is they're going to depopulate the planet and herd everyone into smart cities. Maybe it's a Google smart city is actually, that great city whose destruction has come in 1 hour. Maybe the Babylon of the Book of Revelation is really a smart city. I can envision that. I don't know that that's the case, but I think it might be. We'll find out, I guess. I don't want to see any of those things happen. I love people. I love humanity. Someone tried to tell me earlier that I don't love people because I don't want immigrants to come in the country illegally. I think you're crazy. Okay? I think you're crazy. I think if they're going to let people come in illegally, then we should all fish without a license. That's what I think. I think I'll come in illegally. I think I'll sneak back into the country and let them think I'm still here. I think they would have a big problem with that. Anyways, my name's Denny, and thanks for watching my video. If you're still with me. Probably not. And have a nice day. Come on. Oh, come on, thank you. So, there you go. Way back there. Come on, thank you. Got my money here. Alright. Let's see. Oops, 10 and 5. Thank you very much. Ken Ball.